It's time now for the Bear Chill 11 o'clock news on this Sunday night, August 9th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm here with the 11 o'clock news and nonsense. Late Sunday night, August 9th. Fair? Good night, news and nonsense. Top 3 at 11 o'clock here is Republican frontrunner Donald Trump insists his comment about Fox News journalist Megyn Kelly was not about hormones, as he refused to apologize to say he has no problem with women. In Patna, India, a seppuku at the temple during a Hindu religious festival left at least 11 pilgrims dead at the destination early, but the Eastern India police said. 8 members of the Texas family, including 6 children, were shot to death over the weekend, and the mother's former domestic partner were arrested and charged with the murders on the Sunday, the authorities said. Ferguson, Missouri, 1 year after the shooting that cast greater scrutiny on how police interact with black communities. A father's late 18-year-old Michael Brown led a march in Ferguson, Missouri on Sunday after a crowd of hundreds observed 4.5 hours. Hussein Khanwala, Pakistani officials have insisted on an investigation into an allegation that gay men sexually abused more than 200 children and sold videos of the abuse. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Haitians voted Sunday for the first time in their 4 years in a test of stability for their impoverished country continually rocked by political turmoil. 2 high-profile Jewish ultra-nationalists have been jailed without charge for 6 months as Israel offers tougher measures against homegrown extremism. 3 days after the level of the city of Hiroshima with a uranium atomic bomb known as a little boy, the United States struck the more menacing side of fat man over the Saki in 1945. 6 U.S. F-16 fighter jets arrived at their base in southern Turkey on Sunday to join the U.S.-led coalition fight against Islamic State in Iraq and Levant. Kentucky doctors removed their 4-month-old baby from life support Saturday, and now his farmer is in charge of his death after beating the 4-month-old to death while driving. Lightning sparked a small wildfire over the weekend in the South Lake Tahoe area, which went on to kill 1 firefighter and injure another. Madison, Wisconsin, a pivotal decision due this week in the case of 2 13-year-old Wisconsin girls accused of stabbing a classmate to please online horror character Slenderman and keep them in an adult court or move them into a juvenile system. The body of the 6-year-old hiker had defensive wounds in the forearm, suggested grizzly bear attack in Yellowstone Park. Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated inspected the deal for Precision Cast Parts Corporation demonstrates the conglomerate's focus on acquisition rather than stock invested in the insurance business as a way to divert its higher. Stocks in Asia slipped on Monday as investors prepare for a rise in U.S. interest rates as soon as September, while shares in the U.S. China rose after regulators' recent calls to stabilize the market. Athens, Greece. Greece has hoped to conclude the negotiations with international creditors by early Tuesday at the latest. A Greek official said as talks continued enough that a new multi-billion-dollar bailout designed to keep the country from financial ruin. This weekend, Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible Rogue Nation withstood a challenge for Fantastic Four ruled in worldwide box office for the second straight week, taking in $29 million, estimated at number $65.5 million overseas. In Denver, crew members on board the International Space Station will assemble the first food ever grown, harvested and eaten in space. Quinn spoken as one of the hardest things to do. The biggest problem faced by smokers is to stop smoking permanently, as many anti-smoking treatments, therapies, and home remedies have been tried out. Radiation treatment has long been one of the only truly effective methods for fighting cancer, but it does not always go well despite some hope. And take a look at New England's alert here at 11:03 p.m. here. In Boston, a person under a train at North Station here. Fairy Tale News Time is now 11:04 this late Sunday night. Here it is. Time now for a travel report here. And 95 minutes up by side. It is open through the shared switch from Route 1 to Mechanic Street. Route 3 of the southbound side. Slow from Preparatory Split all the way out to before Route 18 and Weymouth Fair. Mass parking in the eastbound side. And then slow from the Austin Burton Tolls through Prue Tunnel. And then hit brakes again through the South Boston Traffic to the Southeast Expressway here. 128 of the southbound side. And it's slow for the Needham Westwood stretch from 135 to Route 109 here. 485 of the northbound side, so for the Milford stretch. 146 to the northbound side, so for the Mass Pike all the way out to before 290 Worcester here. Callahan Tunnel on the northbound side, it is sold from 93 to the Mass Pike and Logan Airport to Boston here. 93 to the southbound side, it is sold from the Andover stretch here. 495 on the southbound side, sold for the Hayville stretch here. 93 to the north outside Silver Hook to Toll Plaza here. And the main turnpike gets backed up after the Falmouth Spur in Portland here to Cumberland here. In Maine here. And the main turnpike gets up outside Little Silver, the Gray Interchange here before Route 202 here. Take a look at MBTA alerts here. Copy rail, it's looking good here. Orange line express about a delay medical emergency that is related to the person on the train at North Station here. And on the ferries, all looking good. Here at Charles Dusab is out a load of 5 on this Sunday night. Here it's time now for a weather report. Current conditions at North Massachusetts at 11 to 5 p.m. 54 degrees on temperature, fog skies, humidity 97%, wind speed is calm, barometer 3.04 inches, 2.53 degrees, and visibly half a mile an hour. Here. Okay, current conditions about the region of this late Sunday night, 11 p.m. reports here. 64 degrees on temperature right now here in Boston, 63 in Bedford and in Beverly, 61 in Gloucester, 64 in Lawrence, 65 in Fitchburg, 63 in Worcester and Sturbridge, 64 in Milford, 58 in Norwood, it's 56 in Taunton, 59 in Bedford, 61 in Plymouth and Falmouth and Prospect, 68 in Chatham, 61 in Martha's Vineyard, 65 in Nantucket, 55 in Smithfield, 64 in Wesley, 66 in Montcalm, 67 in Montauk, it's 71 in Islip, 73 in New York City, 74 in Bridgeport and New Haven, at 69 out in Danbury, 66 in Meriden in Middletown. And in Waterbury, it is 69 in Harper and in Winslow, 63 degrees out in Springfield, 68 in Greenfield, 62 in Athol, 63 in Pittsfield, 73 in Albany, New York, 65 in Silver Springs, 66 in Rutland, Vermont, 70 in Bennington, 59 in Bremer, Vermont, 63 in Keene, Hampshire, 61 in Devon, Hampshire, 16 in Lebanon, Hampshire, 66 in Lacorna, Hampshire, 65 in Concord, Hampshire, 62 in Manchester, Hampshire, 66 in Nashville, Hampshire, 64 in Portsmouth, Hampshire, 61 degrees up in Port Maine here. Looking at the certain map shows like station front from east to Utah. They have a Nova Colorado, they have Nebraska, here, Bridgewater, Colt front for Nebraska. They have the South Dakota up to the southern Minnesota, up to the north of Wisconsin. Merging to the warm front from north central Ontario. They have the northeastern Michigan and pink front from central Ontario here. Station front from north central Texas and stretching to the Gulf of Mexico and merging with a cold front off the Florida coast here. Front moderate with a low pressure from central Alberta down from central Montana. Front from northeastern California, north central California at the sea, and a front from east central California to down from southwestern Arizona down from Gulf of California with a low pressure down from southeastern California air. And front with a low pressure from western Texas down from central portion of Mexico air. Low pressure in South Dakota, western Missouri, off the New England coast. While we got some low pressure off the British Columbia, while some high pressure in southeastern British Columbia, northwestern Wyoming. Eastern Saskatchewan off the southeastern Texas coast. Rigid high pressure coming to North Dakota and a high pressure in Ontario and after east central portion of Quebec here. 72 degrees on temperature right now in Detroit, 77 in Pittsburgh, 83 in Washington, D.C., and at Miami, Florida, 86 in Brownsville, 86 in Dallas, Texas, it's 85 in Brownsville, Texas, 99 in Dallas, Texas, it's 84 in Kansas City, 81 in Omaha, Nebraska, 76 in Chicago, 74 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 85 in Great Falls, Montana, 81 in Seattle, 66 in San Francisco, 69 in Los Angeles, it's 99 degrees in Las Vegas, 104 degrees in Phoenix, 85 in Salt Lake City, 82 in Denver, and 89 degrees out in Albuquerque, New Mexico here. And we got high pressure use in Saskatchewan here. Okay, let us take a look at the radar situation. Is all clear on the radar situation in New England here, except we're seeing a few little spotty spritzes of rain showers around the Mount Washington area, New Hampshire, east of I-93, and some spotty rain showers south of St. Johnsbury and east central portions of Vermont here. And we've seen a lot of rain showers and storms from north of Scotia and from Newfoundland there. And some spotty rain showers around the northeastern portions of Ontario and northwestern portions of Quebec here. Some spotty rain showers by the UP of Michigan and stretching the north and west central portion of Wisconsin here. And some showers and thunderstorms from south central portions of Minnesota, down from northern Iowa, and down from eastern Nebraska, and down from southeastern portions of South Dakota here. A lot of rain showers and storms from southern Illinois, and down from east central portions of Missouri, south of St. Louis here, and a lot of rain showers in the northeastern portions of Illinois, central Michigan, and a lot of rain showers from western portions of Ohio, down from south central portion of Ohio, down from northeastern Kentucky, and a lot of rain showers in north central Virginia and west central portions of Virginia, and spotty rain showers from southwestern portions of North Carolina, west central portions of South Carolina, and east central portions of Georgia here. And a lot of rain showers around the 75 quarter from Tampa down to Fort Myers along the Florida Gulf Coast, and a lot of spotty rain showers off the Florida Atlantic coast, and a lot of rain showers coming in Miami, Fort Dade area, Dade County area here. And Atlanta rain showers around west central portions of Missouri, down for Kansas, and west central Oklahoma, and down for western Texas here. Some spotty rain showers from north central Mexico, down for eastern Arizona, down for north southwestern and northeastern portions of Mexico, down for southeastern portions of Colorado, and a lot of rain showers at east central portions of Colorado, and a lot of rain showers around northwestern Wyoming, and down for west central portions of Montana, down to northern Idaho, and a lot of rain showers on eastern and west central portions of Washington State and Stanford, Oregon here, and a lot of rain showers in northeastern Oregon. A lot of rain showers up to the west of western Washington State, and a lot of rain showers central to southeastern portions of British Columbia, down for central portions of Alberta, and a lot of rain showers in southwestern portions of Alberta here. Alright, take a look at a satellite loop here. Take a look at the satellite loop here. Atlanta clouds coming with a bunch of eastern Canadian Maritimes here. Atlanta clouds from Ontario stretching it down for northern UP and Michigan, and then for Wisconsin, Minnesota, and northern Iowa. Iowa down for southeastern portions of South Dakota, up to the northeastern Nebraska here. And Atlanta clouds. Spotty clouds by northern New Hampshire down for southwestern portions of Bay here. A lot of clouds covered a bunch of Virginia as a name for Ohio down for Michigan here. And blob clouds covered a bunch of Missouri, eastern Missouri, Illinois down for northwestern portions of Kentucky here. A lot of clouds off the Louisiana coast. A lot of clouds around southern Mississippi Gulf Coast. A lot of clouds from Mexico down for southeastern Arizona, down for southwestern and northeastern portions of Mexico. Down for western Oklahoma, down for western Texas. A lot of clouds from southeastern portions of Colorado here. A lot of clouds from west central portions of South Dakota, down for western portions of North Dakota here. A lot of clouds, spotty clouds from north central and west central portions of Nevada, and a lot of clouds off the California coast. A lot of clouds coming from southeastern Arizona, southwestern Mexico, down for Mexico here. A lot of clouds from western Oregon and Washington State, up to the western British Columbia, and Neverland clouds from northeastern Oregon, down for east central portions of Washington State, up to eastern British Columbia, up to Alberta, and a lot of clouds from west central portions of Montana, down to the northern portions of Idaho, and a lot of clouds around the Yellowstone Valley of Wyoming here. Okay, let us take a look at what is going on in the tropics here. Nothing moving in the Atlantic here. In the Eastern Pacific, satellite images indicate that the broad area of low pressure located about 11 miles west-southwest of the southern tip of the Baja California Peninsula is degraded to intro. Development of the system is likely to an increasingly unfavorable environment while it moves westward at 10 miles an hour here. And on Hurricane Hilda here, 50.3 to the north, 140.2 to the west, back to the same wind, 100 miles per hour movement, northwest wind, 8 miles an hour here. Latest public advisory, Hilda weakened slightly, but still headed toward the Hawaiian Islands. Here, there'll be no close watching warnings in effect. In interest in debate, Hawaiian should monitor the progress of Hilda. At 5 p.m. Hawaiian time, 11 p.m. our time, the center of Hurricane Hilda was located near latitude 50.3 to the north, longitude 140.2 to the west. Hilda is moving toward the northwest near 8 miles an hour, 13 kilometers an hour. This motion is expected to continue for the next 36 hours before Hilda recurs back toward the west-northwest in the next 48 hours. Here, max sustained winds under 100 miles per hour, 155 kilometers per hour gusts, and 2 to weaken this forecast for the next 48 hours. And hurricane force winds extend downwards up to 25 miles an hour, 35 kilometers an hour from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend out to up to 70 miles an hour, 110 kilometers an hour. And the estimated minimum central pressure is 970 millibars, so 28.65 inches. Here, has affected the land. Surface swells of searching with Hurricane Hilda will produce large swift along the east and southeast facing shorelines. So the main Hawaiian Islands over the next couple of days. Here. Alright, take a look at our forecast discussion. High pressure remains in control for Monday. Low pressure will bring widespread showers and a few thunderstorms. Locally heavy rainfall Tuesday to Tuesday. Other than isolated showers, thunderstorms by Wednesday. Mainly dry, seasonally more weather is likely for the middle and end of the week, and a cold front may bring some more showers Saturday. New temperature 6 a.m. Monday morning. 10 p.m. update. Southeast low cloud continues to move east of the region along for clear across much of the southern New England. Weak pressure gradient as slowly showed itself in its form of cool temperature down commercial at 10 p.m. previous stats. Mid 50s, 2 points suggest temperatures once again make it run into the 50s by early morning. Temperatures skyward. The primary adjustments with its update here. Alright. We're going to take a look at the weather notes here. Boston records here. Boston as a wild start. Today's high Boston reached 73, low 62. The normal high 81 and normal low 66 degrees. So the temperature in Boston was 8 degrees below the normal high of 81 and 4 degrees below the normal low 66. And record 99 degrees set in 1949 and 1899. Low was 53 degrees. The record low here. And winds picked up today and are now calm tonight here. And expected tomorrow's high 73 degrees for Southeast Massachusetts and Rhode Island and Cape Downs here. And 77 to 85 degrees for Boston Points, north and west here. And on Tuesday, humidity increases with rain and storm. Main threats, heavy rain and lightning here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this here. Tonight, most of the coast got about 53 degrees, calm wind. Monday, most of the got about 80 degrees, calm wind. Monday night, forecast got about 59 degrees and south with about 5 miles coming in near. Tuesday, shout out to the shows possibly a test after 4 p.m. Southern source through the severe rainfall. Higher 75 degrees and southeast with about 5 to 10 miles an hour with gust high as 25 miles an hour. Translation is 8% new rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 inch possible. Tuesday, showers likely possibly a thunderstorm before 10 p.m. Today, chance of showers and thunderstorm made between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Class guys low at 65 degrees and south with about 5 to 9 miles with gust high as 21 miles an hour. Translation is 7%. Wednesday, slight distance showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. with parts of the podcast guys have about 8 to about 61 degrees and translation 20%. Thursday, mostly good skies about 81 about 58 degrees. And Friday, sunny podcast skies about 85 to about 64 degrees. Saturday, chance of showers mostly sunny podcast skies about 85 about 63 degrees and translation 30%. And for Sunday, mostly sunny skies about 83 degrees here. Peter's with a phase of the night. A marvelous Monday show and a wet Tuesday in town. Peter Channel News Time, 11:16 p.m. on this Sunday night here. And it's time now for Sunday Night Sports Roundup here, and we're going to start you off at Comerica Park, where the Boston Red Sox looking to try to take 2 out of 3 from the Tigers at Comerica Park. But just like they did to the Tigers at Fenway Park when the Tigers came down at Fenway Park here. And the Red Sox got on the board first in the Red Sox got on the board first at the top of the second inning. Jackie Bradley walked. That scores Elliot Daza and was 1-0 faded Red Sox. Then a single by Brock Holt that scores. Break straddled was 2-0 faded Red Sox to the top of the second inning here. And then in the bottom of the third, Victor Martinez signals out a shot line drive to center fielder Jackie Bradley that scores. But John Davis was 2-1 Red Sox. And then top of the seventh, Jackie Bradley opens on a fly ball to right center field that makes it 3-1 Red Sox to the top of the seventh. And then bottom of the seventh, Jeffrey Marte opens on a fly ball to left center field that makes it 3-2 Red Sox to the seventh. And then top of the eighth, Jackie Bradley hits a bases cleared triple that scores. David Ortiz, Travis Shaw, and Josh Butler was 6-2 Red Sox. And then Brock Holt singles on a shot fly drive at center fielder Anthony Gross that scores Jackie Bradley Jr. as the Boston Red Sox take 2 out of 3 for the Detroit Tigers to prove the 50-62 season with a 7-2 victory here as Henry Owens got the win and Justin Verlander was settled the loss here. Henry Owens' record is 1-1 here. Red Sox will travel in to Miami for a quick 2-game series against the Miami Marlins starting on Tuesday night with Steven Rand and the man for the Red Sox here on Tuesday. Well, Justin Nicolino on the man for the Miami Marlins here. Okay, take a look at some baseball scores there on the major leagues on the Sunday night here. Through 7 innings here, the Pittsburgh Pirates are all over the Los Angeles Dodgers 12-5 here. Toronto Blue Jays Blake the New York Yankees 2-0 here. Cleveland Indians over the Minnesota Twins 8-1. Tampa Bay Rays over the New York Mets 8-4-3. Colorado Rockies over Washington Nationals 6-4. Kansas City Royals edge out the Chicago White Sox 5-4. Milwaukee Brewers over the St. Louis Cardinals 5-4. Chicago Cubs Blake the San Francisco Giants 2-0 here. Los Angeles Angels edge out the Baltimore Orioles 5-4 to final 11 innings here. Oakland A's over the Houston Astros 5-4 and Arizona Diamondbacks over the Cincinnati Reds 4-3 in final 10 innings here. Philadelphia Phillies defeat the San Diego Padres 5-3. Seattle Mariners over the Texas Rangers 4-2 and the Miami Marlins over the Atlanta Braves 4-1. And now take a look at the standings so far here. In the American League East, Toronto Blue Jays are surging here as they are 1.5 games behind the Yankees for first place American League. And in Central League, Kansas City Royals have a comfortable 11.5 game lead over the Minnesota Twins in the AL Central. AL West here, Houston Astros have a half game lead over the Los Angeles Angels for the first place in the American League West. National League, the New York Mets have a 1.5 game lead on the Washington Nationals for first place in the National League East. St. Louis Cardinals have a 5.5 game lead over the Pittsburgh Pirates for first place in the National League Central. And in NL West, Los Angeles Dodgers have a 3.5 game lead on the San Francisco Giants here. Boston Red Sox are 12 games behind the Yankees, 10 behind the wild card here. And the wild card, teams are Toronto, Los Angeles Angels here. And in the American League and the National League is the Chicago Cubs and Pittsburgh Pirates here. The Pawtucket Red Sox lose to the Syracuse Sky Chiefs 3-1. Take a look at WNBA scores here. Chicago Sky over the Phoenix Mercury 74-64. Washington Mystics over Connecticut Sun 84-73. Atlanta Dream over the Tulsa Shock 98-90. And Minnesota Lynx over the Los Angeles Sparks 72-64. Here in the NFL Hall of Fame game played tonight at Canton, Ohio. It is the Minnesota Vikings beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 14-3 here. MLS scores. LA Galaxy over the Seattle Sounders 3-1. And New York Red Bull and New York Football Club 2-0 here. Take a look at some sports news here on this Sunday night here. Many may know Frank Gifford as a legendary football player devoted to the New York Jets. I've made year's name and Frank Gifford has 27 years on Monday Night Football as Frank Gifford has passed away at the age of 84 this morning of natural causes at his Connecticut home here. Watkins Glen, New York. NASCAR Spit Butts try to create an aerodynamic panic. Kids that will encourage organic. Last lap passing for a win as Joey looking on win this week. The way he lost last week. The New York Yankees fan actually hits Carter in the head with a ball. With no mistakes and 2 great skips from the trees, Shade Larry will introduce himself on the world stage Sunday by winning the Bridgestone Invitational in Akron, Ohio. The woman at the center of rape allegation against Chicago Blackhawks player Patrick Kane had bite marks on her shoulders and a scratch to the leg after the alleged attack last weekend at upstate New York Court News Report published on Sunday. Akron, Ohio, said reporter making his way onto the PGA Tour more than 2 years ago. Jonas Beef has suffered his share of hazing and ribbon at the hands of the veteran Phil Mickelson. 2 mistakes by the new goalkeeper Peter Shett sent Arsenal to a 2-0 defeat at home to West Ham while Liverpool began the Premier League season with a late 1-0 win at Stoke on Sunday. Chicago, White Wrigley Field was open again with a Bob Frick from the police to evacuate the ballpark for about an hour. The Cubs said they received the threats after a sentence game took swift action to clear the Furied players. Fans and staff. Sloan Stevens 22 won her first WTA title. Overall at the station. Pavlyuchenkova of Russia 6-1, 6-2 at the City Open in Washington. The second and final week of Michael Jordan Flight School, the Chicago Bulls legend basketball kept the X's ending Sunday, which is too bad because Michael Jordan said no question he could beat LeBron James and 1-1 in his prime. Canton, Ohio, the Pro Football Hall of Fame starts to the 2015 NFL season and induction ceremony that will reunite the best players in the country as Haley and June Sead as mental health issue on the rise at the NFL Hall of Fame. Blacksburg, Virginia, Denny Nicholas knows what to think, which is why he wants to make sure you heard him correctly as he's going to Ohio State to the whole year, says Virginia Tech senior defensive end. The NFL and Tom Brady have similarly refused to back down from a fight over Brady's 4-game late game suspension on a federal judge. We'll see whether he can bridge the gap. The Boston Red Sox says today the pitcher Justin Bessler assignment study, which it did report Brian McPherson of Prominence Journal here. And that's going to be for the period till 11 o'clock news on Sunday Night Sports Roundup on Sunday night, August 9th, 2015. Have a good night. with a good passage, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for more report. Good night.